this. Just to keep the discussion going, we're getting towards a conclusion. Ciara's done an extraordinary job, and we should thank her for that. So I'm not quite sure how we should direct the conversation. What we'd like to do now is, there's two clear parts to Irish Pubs Global. The first part is an owners and managers group, and one of the concepts we've been looking at, I mean, I was in Dublin a few months ago, and the Italian fish and chip shop owners had an Italian fish and chip shop day. It was an incredible success, you know. And you know, why should not the Irish pub owners in France? Why should Irish pub owners in Italy? You know, it's thinking locally, acting globally. We cannot do that. Nor it's not really a viable business model for us either. But what we can do is we can provide centrally the support, so that if Conor in Brussels, you get 14 of the pub owners there and say, okay, we're competing, but you know, we can do something. You see, the drinks companies, and I've repeated this before, that they're good, but that's what they do. They sell drink. And individually, that gets compartmentalized. It's an industry, and you could achieve a lot more together. So Irish Pubs Global is to link that together. And the concept is that we have a representative group from each of the countries around the world, from Australia, Scandinavia, the larger countries. And that would be a kind of a world council, if you like. I'm in one organisation, and the first rule of membership is anybody who takes membership too seriously is automatically thrown out. So I think if we start getting too serious, I think we have to keep that network. The technology allows it, that you can do an extraordinary amount without actually spending a lot of money, if you like, and it's only as good. So it's a kind of a very local type concept. So that's the concept of Irish Pubs Global Owners and Managers Group. So that's the platform. What Ciara was alluding to there is a consumer site, so that if you land in Frankfurt, you do your iPhone app, you have a rating, whatever that rating is going to be. So these are some, we're not actually quite sure, we're sort of, what we have learned, if we do something, we have to do it well and to a standard, and it's reflecting what the market needs. So that's my sort of chocolate safety work. I don't know, does anybody have any suggestions or ideas on that, as to how we might move it forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole website that you're doing, I think the forum over the next couple of months, like, I think we know the faces behind everybody now after the last couple of days, but I think we all have a load more questions, we have a load more to bring to the table. Like, I've heard a lot of Diageo bashing all week, but to be totally honest with you, and I explained to a few people separately last night, and maybe the night before as well, is that I don't want Diageo to do anything for me. I want them to give me this beautiful black Guinness beer at the best price possible, so that I can pay for all my own training. I'll buy my own glasses if I have to. You know what I mean? And I think we need to kind of think a little bit more outside the traditional pub owner, where the brewery comes in, they give you a free keg. They don't give you a free keg. You're paying for that keg. You're paying for that beer line. You're paying for absolutely every single bit of that in each barrel that you buy. And I am sure that all of us would spend our money way better than they will spend our money. You know what I mean? And, to border on the absolutely ludicrous, at the moment I buy Austrian Guinness via Dublin. So at the moment it goes from Dublin to Austria to Belgium, which is absolutely ridiculous, and it's about 35% saving in cost. Now that's where we've got to think a little bit more outside of the box and see, and of course if, as Linda said, I could get to 14 Irish pubs in Brussels to do together, geez, we'd be bringing in from Russia by then, you know what I mean? And and that's where, like, it's all about building up relations, networks from today onwards. And if anybody's got a good idea, like somebody said they were going to take all of the Diageo products out, brilliant idea. Let's get all of these kind of ideas going. And yeah.
Just a moment, Killian, would you come up and join us? Noreen as well. Right.
Just on the Diageo thing and how a group of people make a difference, I got a phone call from my account manager, Diageo in Dubai yesterday, and asking me, was there a problem, was everything okay? And you know, it just shows what you're saying about fish and chips, Italian if we've got a forum to make it work, and luckily, as I said a year ago, I gave them a huge kick, I mean a massive kick, and they turned upside down. So I said, yeah, fine, no problem. But because of this, obviously Diageo's got word of it, so if you use this as a tool to get the best out of them, I've got to say at the moment in time, Diageo were magic with me, but they were terrible for 10 years since they took over. Yeah. So I think what's happened here should grow and grow, because I think as a group of people, doesn't matter if it's Shanghai, Belgium, Germany, as a group of people, you've got a voice, and the voice is the Irish pub company worldwide. We're brilliant folks,
Diageo in Ireland are a mafia, right? I've been involved with the Business Federation for 15 years in Ireland, and we'd be trying to organise events and get together as a unity. But Diageo would come in and would buy the organisation, would give them kegs and give them, so they would take one. So there's no row. One guy's happy, the other guy's not happy. So they would buy, if there was a group of 20 people, they would buy 10 of those people. They would give them kegs and that's when everything's on. We're your friend and we work with you and we work together. Don't do it. Carlsberg had an ad, Diageo had an ad in Ireland advertising Carlsberg and a lorry and a truck, and this woman opened the door and the guy following around. The Danes hate to see Carlsberg leave, So I went to, we're having a meeting and we weren't happy about Diageo and what they're doing. So we said, right, we'll take a product out. So as a unity, we take a product. So we picked Carlsberg, and I said, what do we want to say? And I said, well, sure, tell the Danes to keep their Carlsberg. But when it came to the crunch, publicans were bought out, and then nothing happened. And we had a very good case to fight at the time. So if you're going to do it, if there's a plan in the beginning, stick to it. If you are taking on a company as a group or as a networking organisation, stick to it. Don't let another guy be bought out or let another guy go for your goal and stick to it.
Was it the idea, the free house, so you were not beholden to all the drink suppliers? Wasn't that the idea behind the free house?
All pubs are run independently in Ireland, and they are kind of.
Okay, so is that more a British thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The irony is that in Ireland there's very strict competition laws and monopolistic laws, so that a group of pubs in Ireland can come together and set their prices, and whereas a drinks company can buy up all the competitors and be 80% of your offering in the bar, and there's very little you can do about it. So most pubs in Ireland couldn't survive by taking out all the Diageo products, and they know it well. So, but I think an international organisation like this has probably a lot more potential, because you can create international waves and ripples that'll filter throughout the organisation to different reps and different area managers, which I think would be helpful as a group.
Yeah, I think just to follow on from that, I think if you wanted to use the dirty protest kind of idea, nobody's going to take out all the Diageo products whatever tomorrow, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bits working with them, so I have no problem with them whatsoever. But if you wanted to do some kind of a protest mechanic, if you did have 300 Irish pubs across the world not selling Guinness for a day or whatever, you know what I mean? That makes it's one day. I mean, we could sell mug like Murphy's or something instead.
Brilliant. I think it's a fascinating discussion, but I'm very conscious of people's times and schedules and everything else. What I'll just ask each of our panelists just a very quick snapshot to sort of sum up. Declan.
For Irish pubs in general, just be consistent, just understand who you are and what you're doing, and stick with it. Everybody gets greedy in the market, that if the guy down the road is doing great on pizzas and burgers or whatever, that doesn't mean that you do Italian, you do Russian, you do Greek, you do Indian. Stick to what you know and stick with it, and you're consistent, people will come back to it next time.
Yeah. Conor?
The only thing I'd say, we've all spent a lot of money and given up a lot of our time to come here for a couple of days. We're really going to get the benefit of it if we follow it up over the next weeks and months. And I'm definitely heading to Philadelphia to see the Kildare's pubs in early next year. I think we're all going to follow it up, but I think that's where we get the real value out of it. If we do all follow this up, and not just go home at the end of the day today and go, oh well, that was a nice couple of days in Ireland, fine soft days that we had, and off we go home.
Excellent. Aidan?
I think the Society for Genesings is a fantastic concept, and I'm delighted to be invited here, and I have learned a lot, and I know some of the students I've brought with me have had their eyes opened as well to what's happening really out there in the industry. Great to be associated with it, and as I say, I have a product that I think can help you. Please get in touch with me, come see me afterwards, whatever.
IPG is a very good concept, and I think everybody here should use it, and everybody will walk away with a contact. I think everybody should keep in touch to unite and to share ideas. Always at a meeting is basic, but there's always a meeting after the meeting. I think we're after having a meeting after the meeting, because we've all been talking to each other last night and the night before, about what's happening and what's in your pub and what's going on. So if everybody stays as a unity together through IPG, I think it'll be very good in the future, and just keep working together.
Thank you very much, Mel. I think
I must compliment you because it's very good 2 days. I think there's an onus on your own side to keep us connected, because we'll disperse. So well done, and well done to your team, and hopefully we will all communicate after this.
Excellent. Thanks very much. As in any pub, it's the soul, it's the heart of the operation. So, Noreen, you've all met Noreen, I think, through the days. Noreen does an easy communication. She wants to hear from. Perhaps you could take it from there.
Yeah. So if you have news you'd like disseminated to the rest of the network, I would love to hear it. Drop me a line anytime about anything you've got. Also follow us on Twitter. I want to be following all you guys on Twitter, Facebook as well. So just keep in touch, and anything you want to communicate outward to everybody, I'm really eager to do that for you guys. So, and just any suggestions you have, I'm really eager to hear them. So.
And that is, we have a network for owners and managers. That'll be controlled access. You'll have to be a member, so that means you're committed to the principle. And if we develop the charter as that idea was developed further down the road, but that's somebody who takes the trouble to say we're serious. So it's not a public, it's news within the industry. And then separately there will be your consumer blog thing. And then Killian, perhaps.
Yeah, I suppose you probably all heard from me. The worst thing you ever did is give me your mobile phone number. Definitely hearing from me again. Thanks a million for the opportunity to get you guys and tell you guys what the importance of what we're doing. Thanks for hanging in there and backing us. Middle of July, some guy rings as I'm coming up from Melbourne. How many have you got? There's a long pause, and I said, well, you're the first. But I can't wait to tell the rest about you. And then you come in the next morning, day one of the convention, and there's a guy from Melbourne. You sit beside a guy from Uganda, Dubai, America. We're on the right track. We're sitting amongst
Canada.
Somebody say Canada.
We're amongst the Irish pub as a collective. It's all owners and managers, the most progressive, most open to change, promote change, and often initiate change. So the fact that you guys have come from a far field to attend what we're working towards doing, we're behind you all the way, and the more work you guys can spread about what we're doing, the bigger and the stronger we're going to get. And thank you very much for your time, and thanks for coming.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. I mean, Killian summarised it. It's the individuality of the individual pub owner-manager community. And we're finding our way. We look forward to the further chat. So thanks very much, everybody. It's been wonderful getting to know everybody. And for those who want to play golf, it's golf this afternoon. And there's postcards. Have you seen the postcards?
Yeah, but I have postcards.
A postcard. Everybody can send a postcard home. Postage is paid. Just give them back, and the hotel will post them out. And again, we look forward to your feedback. Once again, everybody, thanks very much.